Hey there, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Me, I'm doing fine, and I am itching to start the next question on the 2017 Euclid, and that will be question 3. So once again, it's a 3-parter, 2 light bulbs, 1 written question. One thing you can do if you are really uncomfortable writing up your proofs, notice that the first half of the contest has a lot of light bulb questions. Now, the light bulbs are going to get harder as we go on, but you can still get a fair chunk of marks. Light bulbs are usually worth 2 or 3, so if we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I mean, that's at least 20 marks, possibly 30 marks, and I mean, you can still almost always do something like 10A as well, so you can still get a lot of marks without actually having to write anything up. Just food for thought. Anyway, 3A. In the diagram, ABC is right-angled at B, and ACD is right-angled at A. Also, we've got some lengths, 3, 4, and 13. What is the area of quadrilateral ABCD? Well, they've nicely broken it up for me into 2 triangles. I'm very comfortable with the area of triangles, especially when they're right-angled. So let's just copy our picture. Now, if I want the area, so I got 3 here, I got 4 here. Area of ABC is 1/2 base times height, but when it's right-angled, the 2 legs are the base and the height. So this is going to be an area of 6. Okay, so 6 here, and then what's left here? We'll just add the 2 together, right? But I don't have either of these 2 legs here, so I can't do base times height. But what I can do is I can calculate AC. So by Pythagoras' theorem, we know AC squared is AB squared plus BC squared, but that's 3 squared plus 4 squared, and that's going to be 5 squared. AC is 5. You might have been able to see that really quickly. 3, 4, 5 is a very common Pythagorean triple. That's a 13 down here. 5, 12, 13 is the other most common Pythagorean triple, so you could just jump straight here to 12. Remember, it's a light bulb question, so we just need the final answer. If you say, 3, 4, 5 triangle, 5, 12, 13 triangle, like I did in my head when I first read it, you can answer this question really, really quickly. But I like showing my work, and not everyone has their Pythagorean triples memorized, so we go through the work. So now AD squared, again by Pythagoras, is CD squared minus AC squared. That's going to be 13 squared minus our newly figured out 5 squared. And you can work it out on your calculator. 169 minus 25 is 144, which is 12 squared. Okay, so now triangle ACD is 1/2 5 times 12. So that's 60 divided by 2, that's 30. So the area of our quadrilateral, ABCD, is 6 plus 30, or 36. And that would be our answer to 3A. Okay, let's see what 3B has in store for us. So 3 identical rectangles, PQRS, WTUV, and XWVY are arranged as shown so that RS lies along TX. The perimeter of each of the 3 rectangles is 21 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the whole shape? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, now we don't have any extra special information like all the side lengths are integers. So I imagine there's going to be sort of some trick here. Copy down our picture. Now we do know it's 3 identical rectangles. 3 identical rectangles. So I can talk about the length and the width of one, and at the same time we're talking about the same widths and the same lengths. Okay? Now we want the perimeter, which is this blue line here. Okay? Now, what are we told? We're told 21 is the perimeter. of one of them. So 21 is 2 W's plus 2 L's, or 2W plus L, however you want to write it. Okay, so I suspect we're going to get sort of a multiple of this, because there's no way to solve for W and L individually. So what do we have here? Well, I'm going to say that it's three copies of the perimeter minus, we count this W twice, and it's not even in the perimeter, so minus 2 W's. And then we have 1 L on this side for the top rectangle, and 1 L out of a total length of 2 L's. That is not part of the perimeter. So it's 3 copies of 2W plus L minus 1 copy of 2W plus L. It's just going to be 2 times 2W plus L. So that's 2 times 21, or 42. Okay. So that wasn't so bad. I don't know what W and L are, so and there's 2 equations, one equation, 2 unknowns. There's no way I can figure out W and L if they don't give me something else, like they're both positive integers, or here's the area, or something like that. So I was sort of stuck using W and L together. And that's what we're left with. And there are other ways we could go about doing this question if you were uncomfortable with me saying, it's the overlap. We could say, it's L plus W plus W plus L plus W plus W plus this X and this Y. X plus Y plus L is the total 2L. So X plus Y is L, and so our perimeter is L plus W plus Y plus W plus L plus W plus X plus W. Now these guys together come to be L, so we get 4 L's plus 4 W's. And that's 2W plus L. So that's another way to see it if you were not comfortable saying, it's 3 perimeters minus some overlaps. Okay, that's another perfectly fine way to do it. So there's 3A done 2 different ways for you. Sorry, 3B done 2 different ways for you. All right, now the written one, the one we actually have to be careful when we write things up for it. One of the faces of a rectangular prism has area 27 centimeters squared. Okay. Another face has area 32 centimeters squared. If the volume of the prism is 144 centimeters cubed, determine the surface area of the prism in centimeters. Okay. So, a rectangular prism, they all sort of look alike. Now, they didn't tell me, again, anything like the side lengths are integers or anything like that. Let's give names to the side lengths here. So X, Y, and Z. Now, volume, which is something they mention, is computed with X, Y, and Z. And the surface area, which is another thing they're talking about, they want me to figure out surface area, is 2 copies of this rectangle, which has X, Y, 2 copies of this rectangle, both the front one and the one in the back, so that's XZ, plus 2 copies of the top rectangle, both top and bottom. Okay, this is a formula you should know, and if you don't, these 2 are things to have memorized coming into an exam. Okay, so what are we told? So we know XYZ is 144, and we know, for example, something like XY is 32, and we'll say YZ is 27. The actual order of these doesn't really matter here. And I think that's all we were given. Okay, now to determine the surface area of the prism, well, we've got XY, we've got YZ, if only we had XZ. To find surface area, we need xz, or we need a different expression. I don't think we need a different expression, but there we go. Okay. So all we've got to go on are these three pieces of information. What are we to do? Well, so I notice we've got y's here, and we want xz. Now I can write xz as, let's see, if I multiply all three expressions together, yeah, I think that'll do it. So xy times yz, both of them which are known, times xz is x squared, y squared, z squared, but that's just x, y, z all squared. When you have symmetric expressions like this, it's a great thing to multiply them all together. Okay? You see this a lot with questions where you can write, AB is 90, B plus C is 3, and C plus A is 17. Add them all up, you'll get an expression for twice A plus B plus C, and then divide by 2, you'll get an expression for A plus B plus C, and then you can just subtract individually and get some things. Okay? So that's a nice trick. We're just doing the multiplication version of that. So we've got 32 times 27 times xz is equal to 144 squared. Well, I can rearrange and say xz is 144 squared, which I don't remember off the top of my head. It's 12 to the 4, which I should know, but for some reason don't. 20,736 over 32 over 27. Alternatively, you could say it's 12 to the 4, so it's going to be 2 to the 8, 3 to the 4, over 2 to the 5, 3 to the 3. So those will cancel, and it's going to be 8 times 3, 24. Okay, we can just double check on the calculator. Yeah, it is 24. Okay, so now I just plug this back into my surface area formula. Surface area of the prism, let's call it, is 232 plus 27 plus 24. Okay, well, 27 plus 32 is 59, plus 2 is 79, or plus 20 is 79, plus 1 is 80, plus the remaining 3 is 83. 2 times 83 is 166. And we might say centimeters squared because they gave it to us in centimeters squared. But there we go. There we go. All right, so that wasn't so bad. It's question 3. We did have to know surface area and volume and that nice little symmetric equation trick, which pops up every now and again, as I say. But I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to start question number 4 when you guys are, so I will see you in the next video for that. Take care.